He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Wentz. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. The points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Elliott. And some space here. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Get up. We got 46. We got 47. Hey, go down. Woo. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 47. Woo. Gun. Here we go, 46.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philly coming out again for offense. And let's take a look at the first 4 weeks of the regular season here for the defending champs, Charles. They're home for the Falcons season opener at Tampa, home for the Colts, and back on the road for Tennessee.
And it looks like a very manageable schedule, doesn't it? It looks like, to me, that they would be strong favorites in 3 of the games. And then, of course, the Falcons game, they'll still be the favorite at home. But here's the thing people have to remember. When you're the defending Super Bowl champion, everyone plays better against you. They play harder, and they get after you. So none of these games will be a gimme for them just because they're carrying the mantle of being the best team in the NFL.
They run with Ajayi. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Sunday. Black.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. His throw incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wentz now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, get out. Switch, hey.
2nd down, Prescott. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. To throw is Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week 1. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and proclamations about their starter. And Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know if it would be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you spend that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long, and the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway with what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A second down throw for Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Prescott from the gun on third. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays...
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz going for it all. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Malik Collins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Good. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Here we go. 46, 46, 46.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
46, 46.
Final play of the half. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
47. Here we go, 46. 46, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go, get out. 46, 46, right. To the right. Gun. Switch, and 8.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down carry by Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the tackle there by Chris Long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Go, get out there, get out there. Be ready. Switch. Here goes 46.
Prescott from the gun. But he's got it to Hearns. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Prescott on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. For Tokyo. Black. 82.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 74 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
46. Switch and A. Gun. Switch and A. 46.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach. And complete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
26.
4th down, Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral.
And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
47, 47. 26.
They go to Elliott again, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
46. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out. Here we go, 46. Sweat.
On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
We're going to 54. Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this kind of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On the ball.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game? Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. off the play fake. Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And look at this, it's a fake. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
41's the will. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He finds Hearns left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Prescott on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Tied it.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.